Welcome, I'm Daniel Brown, editor of Digital Signage Today. We're here at Infocomm 2024, and we've got a very special guest today. George, do you want to introduce yourself to us?
Yes, hi Daniel, and hi everybody. My name is George Klopp. I am the Chief Technology Officer at Korbyt.
Excellent, and I'll tell you, so we cover so many companies in this ecosystem, it's amazing. What is it about Korbyt for those of our viewers that aren't as familiar? What sets you apart?
Well, what sets us apart is we were born out of the enterprise. So a lot of companies that are our competitors were actually born out of the small and medium-sized business. We started in the enterprise at big corporate campuses. And so that gives us a lot of fundamental different competitive advantages. One of them is we've got a number of real-time data integrations. So whereas our competition might use a file to pull data in, we're doing direct native integrations in real time. And that real-time integration allows us to orchestrate the experience of what's happening based on that data. Another big competitive advantage we have is we've got the Photoshop of the industry in terms of creative abilities. So not only can you just upload a simple image or video like with our competitors, you can actually produce content within the Korbyt enterprise. And then a third thing, and I've got a whole long list, but the third thing is our player ecosystem. So we've got the largest player ecosystem. We're not a hardware company. You don't have to buy our player. It's all very, very open. We work on Android, we work on Linux, we work on Windows, we work on SoC. So that gives our customers just a big variety of choice.
So there's flexibility involved.
Absolutely.
I love that, and that is huge in this industry. Now, another thing I keep hearing about is Korbyt Anywhere, the sort of workplace experience platform. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. We consider ourselves a workplace experience platform. Our mission really is to simply, with one click, deliver content to any device, anywhere. And so that includes the modern workplace with meeting room devices, with door panels, basically everything that would welcome an employee back into the office. From the moment they enter into the office, maybe we scan their phone through an NFC reader, we welcome them with a large display, we welcome them in the elevator up to their floor, and then we welcome them to their desk or to their conference room. And then in addition to that, we're showing content across the board based on who the audience is there. So if the audience is finance, it's kind of curated content for finance versus engineering versus something else.
That's amazing, and we've covered a lot. Ever since the pandemic, the workplace experience, there's nothing bigger for retention right now, so that's huge. I'm curious, AI, we hear nothing else at this show. Where does AI play into your strategy?
AI is the top of our strategy. I mean, I like to say that, we preempted everybody here. We had a machine learning broadcast release in 2018. And that, as you know, ChatGPT came out in November 2022. So we were about 4 years early. So we had the ability then to actually use AI to automatically run content and find related content. And now I think we're doing a difference as well by not just doing simple image generation, text generation. Everybody's familiar with that. They call it generative AI. We're actually developing an entire neural net that will run your communication across channels through the AI.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And in a safe and privacy way too as well.
So you prioritize the data security and the privacy, which is absolutely huge. Now, you've got some AI, or rather automations now, and you've got more planned in the future, is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, everything we do, we're kind of like your 401k program, right? It's all about set it and forget it. So even in the platform now, that's why I say we were born out of the enterprise, is we've got a feature in the platform called Clever Content. And Clever Content's not AI, but it is a very, very healthy business rules engine that can automatically set up content to automatically show across your screens in a way that will be very intelligent through the business rules engine, but also vary the content, right? That's a common theme. We're in an Instagram, TikTok world. Everybody's got an attention span, like we were talking about, 7 seconds, right? So it's really, really important that maybe you're still sending that message to engage your employees. You're telling them mental healthness is important. You're telling them to select their benefits, but you've got to change the background. You've got to change the way that image comes across, that video, so that your employees actually feel engaged and pay attention. And we've got that now with Clever Playlist.
Don't be boring with your digital signage. That's one of the big rules we talk about. Just really quickly, because you're an expert in this workplace experience space, I'm curious, do you have any what's the biggest advice you'd have for people right now, the do's or don'ts?
Oh, it's really hard because, every company that's doing this is a snowflake. Everyone is different. Some companies are mandating, come back into the office. Other companies are like, no, we're going to be more in a hybrid environment. I would say whatever strategy you choose, whether it's back in the office or more hybrid, just make sure you're actually not not diminishing that communication aspect. Like employees really need to feel connected to their brand. And at the bottom line of what we do is we create a bond between the employee and the brand, and use signage, use desktop, use mobile, use all of our channels to make the employee feel connected to the brand and feel communicated, so they know, why am I coming in? What's the purpose? What is the reason why I'm doing this? So we find the brands that are doing that really well are the ones that are communicating.
I love that. Communicate and engage. We've been covering that a lot. Well, listen, this has been an amazing event at Infocomm 2024. I'm Daniel Brown, editor of Digital Signage Today, and I'm here with George over at the Korbyt Anywhere booth. We've had a great discussion about workplace engagement. Stay tuned for more.
Thanks, Daniel.